A potentially big transfer story for you to maybe keep your eyes on going forward into the upcoming transfer window could be that of Nottingham Forest playmaker Morgan Gibbs-White. In recent days, this story seems to have really snowballed, so there does seem to be some legitimacy and weight behind these stories, but with obviously Kevin De Bruyne announcing that he's going to be leaving Manchester City at the end of the season when his contract expires, recent reports and stories have linked Morgan Gibbs-White with jumping ship from Forest to City for this summer as maybe being a potential successor to the Belgian international, or maybe just being part of an overall rebuild of the City squad that of course has flopped this year. Morgan Gibbs-White has been a big player for Nottingham Forest these past few years. He signed back in 2022 for big money when of course Forest returned to the Premier League for the first time in over 2 decades. A lot of eyebrows were raised at the fee back then, but he has obviously gone on to prove his doubters wrong. He's been a big player for Forest. He has been a massive cog in the machine in helping them steer clear of relegation for the first 2 seasons and then helping them to push on towards challenging for European football for this current campaign. He has truly been exceptional. He's been one of the most creative players in the Premier League consistently these past few years and has often, I think, gone a little bit under the radar and is a little bit underrated. He, of course, has earned himself an England call-up as well in the meantime, and now it seems he could be facing a bit of a crossroads in terms of where his footballing future may lie. Man City, like I say, are seemingly interested. De Bruyne is out the door at the end of the season. Gibbs-White could potentially come in. There does seem to be a space for him in that team. But would he flourish in a Manchester City setup? For me, certain players are just good to be big fish in small ponds. And maybe that could be the case for Gibbs-White. Because certain players are good when they are told to go out there and express themselves, have the freedom to just go out there and play football. Gibbs-White may be that guy because he's allowed to do that at Forest. In a City setup under Guardiola, he may have his role reduced a little bit. It may take away from him all the instructions he's been given, all the kind of systematic approach that Guardiola likes to give his players. And a key example of this I will give you is Jack Grealish. Look at the way that he was at Aston Villa in comparison to Manchester City. Let me know what you guys think though about this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys will tell me in the comments whether or not you think that this is a good move for City or even a good move for Gibbs-White.